Now, the first and simplest question one can ask: what are the chakras? The word chakra means wheel or circle. It's viewed as such because, like any wheel, there is a specific function and purpose to it. A wheel needs energy to spin or move, but also attention and awareness to make sure it's doing the right job. And that's what the chakras are. Wheels inside of your body that drive you to where you need to go. But also the chakras are energy centers in the body that support and provide us with who we are. Centers such as our physical self, like the body, the most obvious wheel, or the emotional center, the part of ourself that's less visible but very noticeable. There are centers like the mental self, which moves our thoughts and controls our intellect, or the powerful spiritual center, where we collect all that we have become to move up and out of our current state. These are just 4 main centers, but without recognition to these parts of yourself, it's like driving a monster truck with bicycle tires. Let's go into the history of the chakras. It's a very unique and beautiful story. The first mention of energy centers like the chakras goes back to the Vedas. The Vedas are a large collection of religious texts considered, like most holy books, to be inspired by God. They originated by a group of nomads that crossed over the Hindu Kush mountains over 3,000 years ago. They settled in ancient India, where the knowledge was passed down orally for many generations, until finally being written down into the texts now known as the Vedas. These writings would eventually lead to the inspiration for a multitude of cultures, like Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and many more. Each redefined the teachings and chakras, but still today, they're very alive. So let's talk about the human body. You see, there are 72,000 energy channels called nadis inside of you. These channels send prana, or life force, through the body. You could imagine it like electricity moving to certain generators, all part of one big organism. These generators are the chakras. There are a total of 114 that sit on certain glands and nerve intersections, although 2 of them are outside of the body. Today, we have simplified who we are into 7 main chakras that align in the center of the body, along the spine. Number 1, the root chakra. In Sanskrit, it's known as Muladhara, which stands for root bases and is located at the base of the spine. Some say the tailbone. The main purpose of this chakra deals with existing in physical reality with our basic senses, using our primal instincts to build ourselves a foundation that will support the existence of ourselves. The color of this flower is red. The element is earth. The sense is smell. And the food it represents is protein. A very good word to summarize this chakra is survival. We as humans have needs, like getting nutrients and having shelter. Without our fundamental functions working properly, there will be no life. Like oil to a wheel, or air to your lungs. The root chakra also deals with stability. How can one become stable if there's no safety? And without safety, there can never be order. Once you do have order, you can trust. Trust that you will survive to see another day, and begin to ground yourself into your very being. You have to remember on this journey that your survival strategies will change as you grow in this life. So always come back and reflect, to adjust your functions, to build a foundation that supports who you have become. Number 2, the sacral chakra, also called Svadhisthana, meaning one's own dwelling. It is located in the lower abdomen, below the navel, and sits just inches above the root chakra. Its main purpose is to feel. It uses the emotional center to internally react to the external actions that are happening all around us. It also gives life to wanting relationships and to have sexual satisfaction. The sacral chakra is orange in color, is represented by the element of water, the sense of taste, and the food is liquid. This chakra is all about emotion. It helps us care for others, and those feelings can turn stronger into intimacy. Here we feel sensations like deep passion and longing to be supported. These simple emotional feelings can also turn into a more central intention of desires. Like we just learned, first there's the root, which is all about our fundamental needs. But once we are stable, we have time to think about our wants. This is where life throws you a blessing with a curse. It's easy to fall into a trap where we continuously seek pleasure and go only after our comforts. But when those things are self-indulgent, we always remain empty inside. That is why we also desire companionship and wanting to belong. This chakra flower is truly one that needs to be carefully watered, especially in societies where people are born without needing to go through survival, which then mixes their wants and needs, making it difficult to realize what's truly important in their life. Number 3, the solar plexus chakra, known in Sanskrit as Manipura, meaning city of jewels. This chakra is located in the upper abdomen above the navel. Its main purpose is to use the thoughts that run through your head to identify the world in you and around you, and then to transform those thoughts to the self, to build whatever it is you think. This chakra applies your energy and will into action, to change into who you think you should be. Its color is yellow, the element is fire, the sense is sight, and the food it supports is grain. This chakra marks the identity struggle of your life. When you first find yourself, you want to build a personality with behaviors that will complement your character, or at least make it seem like that from your view and others. With your thoughts, you build the traits that best fit your current character. It also presents you with the power game, to control others or yourself, and have an image that you can comfortably hide behind. It also deals with achievement, trying to use your strengths and become something greater, which in turn will strengthen your thoughts and build a mentality you can use to your advantage. The solar plexus chakra is the jewel in the body that has a big impact on the 2 chakras below it. Your thoughts become reality, and what you think, you become. Number 4, the heart chakra, or anahata, meaning unbeaten. This is the center of the chakras, the center of your body, and the center of your world. It's located in the middle of the chest, and like a drum beats the flow of energy into the other flowers. Its main purpose is to use the energy that the chakras below and above create to become pure and transform it into kindness and hope for the world. It's about taking responsibility for all that comes from you. Its color is green, the element is air, the sense is touch, and the food it supports are vegetables. You see, everything you do flows from the heart. But what should flow heaviest from the heart is love. Love will bring peace, but to have peace, you need compassion and forgiveness. You must stop putting so much energy into yourself and become selfless in this world, which is scary for many because you become vulnerable, but that's just another form of strength. You must help and give what you can to be a service to all of Earth's creatures and beings. Become acceptant of their differences and include them all in your cycle of life. That will bring you the most joy, creating justice for all, even when you don't believe they should receive it. Remember, what you give out into this world, you will eventually receive back. Number 5, the throat chakra. In Sanskrit, it's called Vishuddha, meaning complete and pure. Now we are moving up from the heart, and if you've worked hard on everything below, these chakras are the rewards that will only build you into a stronger and more advanced individual. The throat chakra is located along the neck area, and its main purpose is using the body. Using the body to produce something, anything with the energy you have built. It's also about communication, using the body or with your voice. It's represented by the color blue, the element of ether or space, the sense of hearing, and the food of fruit. This chakra is the creating station. Everyone wants to have purpose in life, something that is meaningful and will bring satisfaction to many parts. It's all about building skill and learning how to create deeper and more meaningful satisfaction. Creativity would be nothing without finding a way to express it. The self is the expression and creation from something we cannot comprehend. And so the same that has been done to us is what we try to do now. To express the invisible, the indescribable. With the life we lived and the opinions we have formed, we show what we are. But expression is also speaking, saying what we think and feel, in order for someone to hear and deepen that which is being communicated. These last 3 chakras are all about going deeper. Number 6. The sixth flower is the third eye chakra, known as ajna, meaning command. Unlike popular belief that holds the third eye in the center of the forehead, the chakras teach it to be just slightly above the center of the eyebrows. The third eye's main purpose is to use the mind and intuition to see more clearly in this world. It's the center of the intellect and the drive to find knowledge for yourself. Its color is indigo, the element is light, its sense is intuition, and the food is air. Like a normal eye, the third eye helps to perceive, to not be fooled by illusion, but instead have clairvoyance, which will lead to much greater insight. Imagination is also a tool that the mind uses to have those deeper thoughts and see what the eyes cannot. This chakra helps us to understand when one's eyes are open, to see balance and truth in a light that was darkened before. As humans, we crave that unseen connection to everything, and with ever-growing intelligence, those connections can be understood, just like dreams will become easier to perceive. Opening your third eye should not be a desire or goal. It is, however, a natural process that happens when you let go of those same desires and goals and see clearly what you were really looking for. Number 7. Lastly, we have the crown chakra. In Sanskrit, it's called Sahasrara, meaning 1,000-petaled. That is because the chakras are also known as flowers, with the crown chakra having 1,000 petals. It's located at the top of the head, drawing in universal energy. But the main purpose of this chakra is to be the seat of the spirit. Your spirit is your character, your emotions, and how others will remember you. Here, all the work that you, the gardener, has put into the garden will determine the openness of the crown. This chakra brings us union or oneness. It is about transcending into something we were not before, and to connect with the divine, the unseen realms of where we originated from and where we will go. Its color is violet, but there's no element for this chakra, as it surpasses reality. Its sense is thought, and food is fasting. The undertaking that keeps you in the first flower, the root chakra, of not having food, is the same activity that will send you beyond in the last chakra, by choosing not to have food. This flower will open your spiritual self, to fill your soul with awareness and enlightenment. But you must first awake to transcend into becoming a master of the self. The crown chakra is to realize, surpassing knowledge and thoughts, but finding wisdom and building values that cannot be broken. If you're realized and aware, visions will enter your life. The Great Spirit will feed you, and there will be no more struggle. As simple as this might sound, the reality of everything is to choose heaven or hell. Are you going to be an angel or demon? That's what your spirit is waiting for. That is what we are all waiting for What will you be? What have you become? Now, to summon up each chakra in one word, starting from the first, it is to act, to feel, to think. This trinity creates the energy that flows into your heart. That created energy is then used to feed the body, the mind, and the spirit. First, you must grow before you will bloom. The first three build your internal reality, while the last three shape the external reality. The internal and external come together to form the self, you. Thank you for listening. There will be more videos coming as soon as time allows it. The next video will be about the root chakra, the second video of this 8-part series. Let's build the reality we want together. Please let me know what you thought and felt in the comments, and subscribe to show your love and excitement for more content.